The super popular Windbreaker series was just abruptly canceled because the author was found to be tracing other people's work. This story is crazy, but before we go any further, just so no one gets confused, there are two Windbreakers. So the one we're talking about here is the South Korean manhwa about the bicyclist, and not the Japanese fighting manga that also recently got an anime. This Windbreaker was written by Jo Young-suk, and it's one of the most popular manhwa on the Webtoon platform. It's been running for almost 12 years straight, over 500 chapters and 25 volumes, and it was just abruptly announced that this is done. Webtoon put out a statement saying they launched an investigation and they found him to have been tracing panels. Here are just a couple of quick examples that I was able to find of this, but Jo Young-suk is not denying it, and in fact, he admitted it, putting out his own statement on this. You can pause to read the entire thing if you'd like, but essentially he just apologizes over and over again and says that ultimately it was the stress and pressure of having to meet deadlines week after week that caused him to go down a slippery slope of lowering his standards and adopting practices that he knew he shouldn't have. He's deeply ashamed, he apologizes, and above all, he's saddened that he won't get to finish this story that people have invested, again, over a decade into. So he does say that he wrote an ending to the series that he posted online in his blog, but that obviously the series will not continue in an official capacity. Now, I never read Windbreaker, but this is just incredibly sad. And obviously plagiarism is never okay. It is never cool to steal someone else's work. But if we're to take him at his word, and this truly was due to the insane pressure and stress of meeting these deadlines week to week, I can at least empathize with that insofar as we know these industries are not treating their artists well. You know, whether it be the manhwa industry, the manga industry, the anime industry. We know and constantly hear about these horror stories of working conditions. So again, does not make what he did okay, but I just hope that maybe on a larger scale, we can start to create some better working conditions for these people in these industries that create the stories we love.